Hi, I'm Melanie Marin, and while I love to talk about my work on the school board, I want to take a few moments to talk about being an elected official in a political seat. I strive to be nonpartisan, especially when listening to my constituents, but in order to be most competitive to be elected, it's important to earn the endorsement of the local Democratic Party. I've earned the endorsement twice of the Democratic Party in Fairfax and won 2 public elections. I pride myself on that, but I have seen that the endorsement process has much that needs to be improved. I saw this firsthand in the spring of 23 when, as a sitting official, I went through the endorsement process. And at that time, it was clear that all of the voters who had signed up to participate were not all getting the information to actually vote. I have offered this information and suggestions last year, knowing that in 2027 we will be electing a new school board, and I wanted to prepare to avoid problems and challenges then. But however, right now, our school board is seeking to fill a seat for the Braddock district, and there is an endorsement happening. And unfortunately, I'm seeing some of these challenges continue. For instance, there's not a lot of time for the candidates to compete and for voters to really get to know these candidates who will be representing them. There's also not a system in place that will ensure that only registered voters who live in that district are voting only once. And this is critical. We have to have elections that have fidelity. And finally, we also, the candidates are required to pay $1,500 to compete in this very short timeline. So I think that we can do better, and that's a process that has to improve when we look ahead. But for right now, we're in a process where there are candidates running and endorsements being made. Now, when I first ran in 2019, my predecessor said that she would not endorse in the race. She wanted voters to get to know the candidates themselves and make their own decisions. And I've largely agreed and have tried to stay out of endorsing candidates. But however, my predecessor did say that if asked, she would share who was doing the work.